Saturday, September 6, 2025. Doing Theology appeals to Ellen G. White's authority, Part 3. Our text, seek and read from the book of the Lord in Isaiah 34, verse 16. As we have noticed the past couple of days, President G.I. Butler of the General Conference had been seeking to maneuver Ellen White into giving the authoritative answer to his biblical theological issues, since he didn't have even evidence from, quotes, the book of the Lord, close quotes, to carry his point. The entire sequence of the Butler letters is of great interest, given the way many Adventists view the work of Ellen G. White. Many have both silently and verbally wished that she were still alive in our day so that they could ask her the real meaning of the particular scriptural passage in the Bible sequence. We find her answer to that, to such an approach: silence, frustrating silence. The General Conference leaders wanted her to function as a theological policewoman or an exegetical referee. That, significantly enough, is exactly what she refused to do. Not only did Ellen White decline to settle biblical issues through appeal to her writings, but she went so far as to infer to the delegates at the Minneapolis meetings on October 24 that it was a providential that she had lost the testimony to J.H. Waggoner, in which she had purportedly resolved the law in Galatians, issue once and for all, in the 1950s. God has a purpose in this. He wants us to go to the Bible and get the scripture evidence. That's taken from manuscript 9. In other words, she was more interested in what the Bible had to say on the subject than in what she had written. For her, the testimonies were not to become the authoritative last word on the Bible topics, nor were they to take the place of the Bible. She would emphasize that point forcefully in early 1889 in the publication of Testimonies 33, which has an extensive section on the role of her writings. We need to become familiar with that section. Why not read it today or this coming Sabbath? Why not read it today or this coming Sabbath? Ellen White made it explicit that her writings were to bring people back to the Word and to aid them in understanding biblical principles. But she never held up as a divine commentary on Scripture, but what he was always obvious in her fellow Adventists, and many even today have not grasped it. Ellen White never ceased directing people to the book of the Lord and to Jesus. She did not point to herself or to her writings as the authority. That is the best witness we have in the validity of her gift. This is taken from Lest We Forget by George Knight, page 265.